Welcome to the parlour. She does the job. Two drain valves in the front of the pump. Just lets all the water out. Once the milking's done, you know. Don't want water going into the milk, do you? You know, after the milking's done, you the parlour washings. Like to reset all the boxes every morning, every evening. Get them ready for the parlour to go. Take them off wash and put them on manual because our boxes don't work. ACRs, automatic cup removal, used to work, but not a lot of the boxes actually do. Well, the majority of the boxes count, but the ACRs sometimes pull them off too early, which isn't good because you want to milk the coos properly. So you just have to keep an eye on them, so you do. Just as well as head torch says head torch on it, otherwise you wouldn't know it was a head torch, would you? So that parlour is a 28 point parlour, so 1414. So that parlour is a 1414, 28 point parlour, and it's a rapid exit. So currently chasing the coos around here, out of the feed passage. Anyway, Got all these guys to come out, but I'll get a couple of sides done, chase the back shed out and work away at it. That's what I do anyway. And shove the silage in here. Only wee scraps left, but I need them to eat it all. And then Dad will come out about 6:30 I think and take over the milking from me, and I'll start feeding the main lot their dairy ration. The blend's in the wagon is pretty much ready to go, like, but need to go out and get all the silage in it and the minerals, and then get feeding, of course. I think Dad's still feared to try the wagon out yet, so that's why we're doing it this way. When he wants a break, he says, Drew, you milk in the morning, or I say to him, do you want me to milk in the morning? He's done the majority of the milkings the last 3 weeks, but every time he wants a break, or I suggest to him, I've taken over from him and feeding after him, done the milking. He of course comes in and takes over, but I get finished a little bit later than normal because of that. But if I was just doing the milking, I'd be finished earlier, you know, but it's fine, I don't mind. He's doing the majority of the milkings after all, you know. Right, I'll get this shoved in, check the cabin lock, get back to the parlour and dodge about. A lot of running about this. Quite a bit later than I want to be right now to start feeding. I want it done for, well, done and finished feeding for 8, but I don't think that's going to happen now. I think it's about, I'll be nearly 7:20 at the moment, I think. So I would have recorded more, but I ended up just in a bit of a rush, like. Basically, there was a cow that so there's a divider gate as the cows are coming in. It's because it's a rapid exit. It divides them so that they all go to each individual bay, and I'm trying to describe it to you. So it just turns them in so they all go one by one by one. Oh, for God's sake! not what I wanted to say. Oh. Tremendous. Right, I'll get this out eventually, but right, so a cow got her leg caught. I don't know how she done it. She walked out, and instead of walking straight out, her leg went over the top of the gate, and as she walked out, her leg goes up, and then it went through the two spars, and she went down, and she was stuck with her leg in the air like this. So it's a bit of a... I had to rush. There's no way I was recording that. Like, you know, it's a welfare issue. That it's quite a design flaw actually with that Parlor. It does happen from time to time, but it's time to time, mind you, not all the time. But when it does happen, you're like, not again, man. You know. So that happened this morning and just held the whole job up, and now that pit slipped. I actually think that is it's slid because it's getting near the first cut, which will be good if it is the first cut, but I wasn't prepared for it to be arriving so soon, because one, the pit's a bloody mess, two, the cows are just getting over acidosis, which means they were needing a really consistent feeding. So unfortunately it's all going to bugger everything up, because it's going to change again, and hopefully it's not going to upset my cows again, you know, because after this problem they're generally quite sensitive, shall we say. So anything can start triggering them to get the shits again, and when they get the shits again, it sends them, well, it's a sign of acidosis and back to square one, which we don't want. It's hard enough to make money without the cows actually milking properly, you know. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's depressing video. This isn't the way I wanted it to go, but that is what it is, and that's just the way it is. Nothing I can do about it, nothing you can do about it. It's just farming, isn't it?